All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Lang Trading Chat Room. It is May 31st, 2023, last day of the month. Hope you guys have had an awesome month, ready to rock and roll and get back at it again next month. So, as always, if you're new, it's going to go something like this. We're going to start off with the market bias, take a look at the SPY and the QQQ, determine which way we think the markets are going to head today. After that, we will review the favorites list on the right-hand side of the screen here. Once we review that list, it will be time to start day trading. So that is what we will do. We are day trading this list. We are pattern traders, so we will wait for a pattern to trade. Not just going to blindly buy any of these stocks here. So as always, you guys know money management is our number one job. You're not going to get rich quick or earn while you learn. This is a challenging business. You got to do it the right way. Start off with very small risk and then incrementally work your way up to your full risk. If you need help with that, and you need help building a trading plan, any of that good stuff, make sure you check out the Lang Trading Discord, and the link is in the description below. It's a great resource to get started trading, to ask questions, and all that good stuff. So with that, let's get started on the markets, guys. So we got a little gap down today on the SPY and the Qs, pretty similar, about a 0.5% on each. Gapping completely under yesterday's bar. So I am going in with a bearish, choppy bias. Bearish because, like I said, we're gapping down. We got some room to drop. Choppy because we do have some support. We got some moving average support. 15, you see we got support a little bit in this, right where we're at basically, right at 418, we got a little support as well. So we'll see how much bearishness we actually get. Looks like we had a little bit of news. I think it was some sort of jolts or something like that. Yeah, jolts. I guess it's not out yet, but we had some sort of news at 8 o'clock. Sent the markets a little bit lower. We do have some more news coming up at 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, I guess. So be mindful of that, guys. So let's start going through this list right here. First up, we have SoFi. SoFi is gapping up. Had a pretty nice green day yesterday. Gapping up again today. Should have room up until about this 650 area, right in that red bar, the top of that bar right there. I start getting some resistance up there. So not a whole lot of range there, about 25 cents of range on the SoFi. So maybe we get a trade on this. It is a little bit extended, so be mindful of that, but still gapping up in a market that's gapping down, so we do like that. Next up is this AAL, American Airlines. So the whole airline sector is gapping up. I got UAL on this list. I have DAL on my backup list as well. So you can keep an eye on really all these. They're all gapping up into a pretty nice void. So watch the airline sector. I do like it. Like I said, gapping up over a pivot into the void. I do want to see it get over that area 1509-ish. I'd like to see it get over that resistance, but if not, I will figure out a way to trade that there. Good morning, Casey. How are you doing today? It's a good morning, isn't it? I haven't got my thumbnail watched. Man, did I really do that? Man, I used the wrong date, didn't I? Man, I forgot to update the date when I was changing the string. Well, it's 5:31, not 5:30, guys. Sorry about that. Hope you can live with it. All right. Next up, we got Twillo, TWLO. So this one's gapping up just a little bit. Was gapping up a little bit more just a couple minutes ago. I want to see it over that pivot. If it gets there, I like it. Has room up to, I don't know, 66 bucks, maybe more. So it's getting over that 200 period moving average. Maybe we'll get a little bit of strength out of this, a little more volume in it as well. Next up is Exxon. So Exxon, I do like this one quite a bit. Another one, you can watch this sector, the oil sector. We got CVX on there. We got SLB. I got DVN on a backup list. So watch the oil sector short today. We got some room lower on most of these stocks, especially Exxon. Exxon under 102, I like it quite a bit. Gapping under yesterday's red bar or green bar. If we just get under that little pivot at 102, should have pretty easy room down to about 100 bucks. So keep an eye on the Exxon Mobil. CVX, same sort of thing. I like it a lot. Gapping under yesterday's green bar under the pivot. It does have support at that 150 area, so be mindful of that. But we get under 150, should have room lower. Next up is CPRI, Capri Holdings. So this one's gapping down just above that pivot at 38.24. So we get under that, should have room down to about 36, 37 bucks. So keep an eye on this one. It is in a nice little downtrend. You are this is a pretty heavy area of support. I'm not going to lie. It's 36, 37. You see we triple bottomed right here. So There's definitely some buyers here. If we get moving lower, there's really not a whole lot there. So keep an eye on it. It doesn't do a whole lot of range, so getting under 36 is going to be a little tough, but nonetheless worth a watch. All right, guys, and market is open. So I'm going to go through the rest of this list real fast. LL gapping over a red bar over this topping tail into a nice void. UAL, we kind of already talked about that with the airline sector. NIM, this one's gapping down, has quite a, I don't really like this one, guys. It has a lot of support. Another one with multiple areas of support there. Maybe we can trade it down to 37 at that pivot right there, but not my favorite idea. A little bit extended on that red on the short side as well. So, and then SLB, this is an oil stock, so similar to Exxon and CVX. Watch it lower, moving up at the moment. So, all right, that does it for our list, guys. So, market is open. Let's get into this trading. All right, green bar on the SPY to start the day. SoFi is looking higher. AAL, American Airlines, is pulling in right now at the moment, right at that resistance area. Twillo is looking pretty good. What is this? All right. Twillo's looking all right. Keep an eye on this one over that little pivot right there at 63.84. Exxon's moving up a little bit. CVX moving up. So not much to do on the short side at the moment. A lot of these shorts are looking a little bit higher here. CPRI is moving lower, so keep an eye on that one. LL, interesting idea here. UAL, another pretty interesting idea. The DAL, when I looked at it a minute ago, was actually one of the better. Pulling in now, so the whole airline sector is kind of pulling in a little bit here. So stay patient. No need to rush into this. SoFi is moving on up. Guys, Twillo looks pretty solid here. Keep an eye on the Twillo. Keep an eye on the TWLO. Maybe some sort of breakout pattern right here. It's above the resistance that we needed at. Exxon's moving up. CVX moving up. The CPRI, guys. The CPRI is looking weak. This isn't hard to borrow, is it? Okay, perfect. It is a little bit spready, though. It's got a 16-cent spread, so be careful with it. Not a whole lot of volume in there. But it's moving lower right now. So, yeah, keep an eye on this. This thing still has good range left, though, actually. Average day is about $1.50. It's only done $1 right now, so we still got range on the CPRI. LL is moving up. And I have some decent backup ideas as well. I had some decent backups. This advanced auto parts, this thing is it's a mega gap down, so at that point you can probably go long on it. CRN, no, not a great idea actually. The tech is very mid. Visa, guys, watch the Visa lower. Yeah, oil sector's moving up a little bit right now. I'm gonna add Visa to my list here. I want to watch Visa lower. SoFi still looking higher. Twillo's still looking good as well, so I want to keep an eye on those two. I want to keep an eye on the Twillo and the SoFi. I'm not getting in over high today on Twillo. I'm going to need at least a few more bars there. Ooh. There we go. So yeah, we are above the VWAP. Get in with like $1 stop right now. Stay patient on it. I want a little bit of a cleaner pattern there in the 1 minute. We're getting a little bit of weakness in the oil stocks, guys. ExxonMobil, CVX, putting in a little red bar. Oh, it looked a little more bearish on my thumbnail chart, but they're kind of not doing much. SPY, keeping SPY is 100% retracement on the SPY. Big old topping tail on the 5 and the 15. So keep an eye on that, guys. Under 418, under that little support we have right here, 418-ish. We got room to drop. We got some room to drop, guys. Here's SoFi. I don't want to see it go any higher right now, but there it goes. So you can still kind of watch it. Keep an eye on it. Is any other banking stocks doing anything, or is it just SoFi? It looks like it's just SoFi. And SoFi's kind of on its own page, so it's got some good relative strength there. As CVX all the way breaking low of the day. Hey, good morning, Steve. How you doing, my man? Good morning, good morning. Wednesday, it's hump day. It's about to be a short week, man. It feels like it's already almost Friday, and it kind of is. It's gonna be a short week. Where are you looking to read the daily average? The daily average is this second number on this daily chart right here. It's gonna be this second number. See how it's changing just a little bit? 395. Right now it's 325. So it's this number right here. This top number right here. That's the range for the day. This is the average daily range. So you're welcome. And you can go to my page and add the range script to your charts, but the daily range script is a indicator that I only have access to, only because TradingView won't let me post it. I'm not trying to keep it from you guys or anything. They just won't let me post it because house rules or some crap like that. But Visa moving a little bit lower. Keep an eye on that. I mean, that LL popped. I don't know if there's much to do with it. Not a whole lot to do with that. Twilio is still hanging out. Markets are at low of the day. Qs are chopping around, not doing really anything at all. I need the Qs to get under 348 if we want any sort of bearishness today. If we want any sort of bearishness, the Qs are going to need to get under that area. SoFi is getting tough now because it's already exceeded its average range. 32 cents average, 34 is done today, and you're right under that resistance area at 650. So SoFi is getting a little bit tough to trade there. AAL, man, the airline's really rolled over. Twilio still moving up, grinding higher. Not a ton of range left on that, but the void is pretty nice. So keep an eye on the Twilio. I want to watch this one for some sort of pattern on Twilio. Exxon. I mean, look at the little shake and bake on CVX. Just broke under low of the day and just ripped all the way back up. CPRI is another one getting a little bit tough down here. Coming into that area of support after a big move down. Be careful with that. LL's, meh. UAL, not much. As we can watch this NEM. NIM under 39.95, under low of the day. Keep an eye on the NIM. Keep an eye on NIM. Visa. Ooh, guys, Visa. I kind of like this Visa a lot, actually. Probably give it about $1 stop loss. You need low of the day for a target. Probably get a little bit more if you wanted to. This thing has some decent range left. What's the volume like? Doing pretty good volume. You looking at WHD, Casey? I want to check that out in just a second. Look at this Visa right now. Visa sell setup. 218.51 by how much lower do I really want to go here? It's triggering like right here, so I don't know if I'm going to get it actually. It's a pretty clean bicep though. I just don't know where I'm putting my stop. I don't want a $2 stop. I don't want to just randomly throw my stop up here either. So, man, I feel like I'm kind of missing the Visa right now. I feel like I'm kind of missing this Visa. Going right here. You could have got maybe $1 stop loss. Would have been horrible. Yeah, that was probably not a bad trade. I don't think I really had a whole lot of time to see it, but yeah, I'm not really too upset about missing it just yet. I mean, it's off to a good start. 47 cents start on that one. Not too bad. Qs are all the way at high of the day, guys. So Qs end up finding some strength. SPY is still pretty choppy. SPY is still kind of hanging out right here, chopping around. Bouncing on that 418 support area. SoFi just keeps ripping, keeps it going. AAL is trying to get back up there. Man, if AAL actually gets all the way back up to high of the day, I want to keep an eye on it. Still has some range left. Same with the UAL, probably same with DAL. Man, look at Twillo, guys. Damn, Twillo just popping. You could have argued this little pseudo breakout right here, 64.37, $1 stop loss. It's up almost $2. I mean, it wasn't the world's worst trade by any means. You probably could have gotten that. Not the cleanest breakout, but nonetheless, it was there. Doing pretty solid volume too. Exxon still hanging out. Guys, Exxon under 102. I do like that still. So watch it. Let me check that with WHD for you, KC. Let me scan my list real fast. All right, WHD. Going short at 32. Stop loss at 33.70. So short right here. Stop loss 33.70. So not a huge stop loss, but you are in a nice downtrend. Getting in that stage 4 downtrend, so that's very nice there. Target at 30.50. Target's pretty close too, so yeah, you shouldn't have really any issue getting down there, I don't think. You are a few days down, so be mindful of that, but I mean, there's really not a whole lot of support right here. A little bit at the $32 area, but next real support's down there at like 27, so should have an easy time down to 30.50. And the trend is really, really nice on that. That's my favorite part about that trade is it's a nice, was it stage 3, getting that early stage 4 downtrend, so good stuff there. I mean, SPY's all the way up to high today. Qs are ripping right here. SoFi keeps it going. AAL is kind of struggling. Yeah, Twillo's, it's getting a little bit extended up there, man. Up $3 now, $1 over its average trading range. Like, getting a little bit tough to trade it up there. Still a little interested in the oil stocks. This LL is not that great. In fact, I really don't see myself trading that at all today. NIM is looking higher. SLB is not doing much. Visa's kind of getting that bounce. Had an 82-cent start to that sell setup. Not too shabby. Take a look at some of these backup ideas here. CRM's moving on up a little bit. Otherwise, I don't see a whole lot. Maybe that MU, interesting idea. Don't like shorting strong stocks. That's my issue with MU. This thing's been a beast. I'm trying to short one of the stronger stocks out. I always am a little hesitant to do that. I'll throw it on my list nonetheless. Keep an eye on it, but yeah, these long ideas are kind of struggling, man. I mean, SoFi and Twillo just kind of ripped. I mean, we could have gotten that Twillo, but not the world's best trade, not the world's worst miss. Some oil stocks just hanging out. CPRI already gone. Airlines aren't doing much. Whew, man, it's just a rainy day here, man. It's gloomy outside. This one put me back to sleep. You're doing the trade desk, TTB. Check it out. I was looking at this for a long swing trade myself, actually. Getting in at 71, so you're getting it up here. Stop loss at 63. Okay. Stop loss at 63. Pretty safe stop. You got quite a bit of support. Moving averages there. And then target of 84. So you're probably going to struggle a little bit with this $76 area, that double top there, but 84 is definitely the next target after that zone. So not too shabby. And this thing is just stellar uptrend. Look at that. Look at that thing. Just beast mode, man. Just absolute beast mode. Yeah, no, it's trending in the right direction. Might have a little trouble getting all the way to that target at 84, but for all intents and purposes, it looks pretty good. Ooh, I don't see anything on my thumbnail watch list right now that's looking that great. All right, well, let's switch it up to the 5 minute. We are officially 15 minutes into the day. Let's get rid of the 1 minute chart. Let's see if we got anything working on the five. So SoFi is just ripping with no care in the world. AAL is looking lower. Twillo is already ripped. Exxon looking real choppy. It's kind of, I mean, it's looking lower though, kind of. Like I said, if Exxon gets down to that 102 spot, man, I'm gonna be in it. I want it with a pattern, of course, but I will be watching that very closely. It's probably my only real idea at the moment. I mean, we can watch Visa. Visa still has some range, a little bit of range lower to Visa. Yeah, I got issues with MU. I don't know about this short. You know, this rain has put me to sleep. This market's put me to sleep. Man, you guys are putting me to sleep. What's going on? Let's fill the chat log, man. Whew. Keep it going. Is it raining where you guys are at? We got some rain here, man. We needed it though. It's getting a little dry. My yard is gonna love it. Oof. I was supposed to mow though. I was supposed to mow, and now I'm not gonna be able to do that. Do you trade for? I do not trade forex. I do not. I trade stocks and options. I do trade some options on the SPY, but otherwise I do not trade forex. It's with Florida. Man, I feel like Florida's always off and on with the rain though. I feel like that's just Florida. Like, I'm in Missouri, so when we get rainy days, it usually rains for a little while. It's usually a rainy day. Like I feel like Florida, from my experience and from what I've heard, it's like you got like every day is like you'll get like an hour of rain, just an hour of downpour, and then it's done. It's like that would be kind of nice actually. Makes it humid probably, but been sunny here for 3 weeks. Well, I bet your plants are drying out, Casey. I'm kidding. Uh, no, we've actually had a decent amount of rain. It hasn't been. We had a couple summers ago where it was just dry, man, like dry. So glad we're actually getting some a little bit of normal weather now. Man, I'm not seeing anything from this list. The airlines are looking like junk, just completely rolled over. Like I said, SoFi and Twillo are both just having monster days, so I'm not really fond of trading those whenever they're up that much. Look at Twillo's getting up into this resistance area here at 67 ish. We're getting a little bit, air's getting a little thin up there. Getting a little bit of weakness here. I'm going to get Visa on my list. Visa is looking lower, man. That 1 minute buy setup did it. It got it done. Could have gave it, I don't know, dollar stop loss. Got all the way down there, so that was probably the miss of the day for me at this point. I had fear of loss. I'm not gonna lie. I had fear of loss. Probably should have been in this. Could have gave like $1.20 on the stop loss. It's down $1.60. So that was actually a pretty nice little trade on Visa. Pretty nice little sell setup. Look at that. Boop, boop, boop. Little 50% retracement right at it. Like, bam. I probably should have been in this. We even gave it the high of the day and it would have hit target. And I should, yeah. That was some fear of loss on my part. Damn. Otherwise, I haven't seen a whole lot else, but I mean, I was looking right at the Visa right when it triggered. I was thinking about the entry. I was thinking about all of this. So, I mean, that's one that I should have had for sure. Markets are just real choppy. SPY is pretty ugly, honestly. Like just really choppy. Qs are actually Pretty bullish today. Surprise. We do have some news coming out at 9, guys. Not or not 9. 9 o'clock for me, 10 o'clock for market time, but got some JOLTS job openings coming out at 9, so that could potentially shake the market up. So be mindful of that if you're going long or short. Just be mindful of the news coming out in about 10 minutes. You think having a nice big day? Teamus? You might be able to still watch this thing actually. That's a gap fill. It's volume's decent. CRM continues to rip. We can watch maybe a CRM over high of the day. You can keep an eye on it. It's got earnings today. It's doing good volume. It is at its average range already, but I might be able to squeeze a little more out of that. Keep an eye on it. I don't see a whole lot else. PayPal maybe back up a high today. All right. I mean, SoFi is just beast mode today. Just on an absolute tear. All right. I don't see a whole lot else here. Ooh, I can check this list. 3M isn't a bad idea. You short it? It is shortable. I'm actually going to add that to my list. Then I want to check some of these top watch ideas I had for swing trading, see if any of them were doing anything. Does not look like it. All right. Back to my list. Let's see if we can't find anything. RL is what you're looking at, Casey. Give me 1 second. We'll roll through this list real fast. Visa. You might be able to watch Visa down there at 217. A little bit extended, but you can keep an eye on it. All right, I don't see anything else really. Thanks for the follow, my man. As always, if you have any questions or comments, make sure you throw them up in the chat log. We'll look right at them. Trading Ralph Lauren short. This is like, man, this is talk about sideways trend, man. So just breaking down under that 200 moving average, getting in at 105, stop at 108. So not a whole lot of protection there. Yes, average day is $3. Your stop loss is $3. Target down to 100. And you got the void down there. Maybe a little bit of a hiccup at 101, but getting under that 200 should put you down there. You are a couple days down, so this thing bounced and chopped around, maybe tagged out at 108. It wouldn't be a huge surprise, but definitely trade into a void. If you can get under that 200 period moving average and hold, should be all right there. But it's kind of a weird like stage 3. You zoom out, it's like a stage. Yeah, this is just like ugly. Stage 3, stage 1-ish. Just not a whole lot of price action, a whole lot of direction there, I guess. But not a bad short idea. Definitely got the room to drop. Definitely has a nice void. So I've seen worse for sure. Pretty solid. I mean, SPY's all the way back down to low of the day. Under 418, man. I think we got room to drop. That's why I'm still leaning towards the short side. Still leaning short. Man, I'm really honestly kind of annoyed that I didn't trade Visa. I was watching it. It was right there. Just send the order. I was just in my head scared to trade. Guys, this 3M is not a terrible idea. I'd like to see it maybe come down and test this support again. See if it tests VWAP again, but I want to keep an eye on it. I want to keep an eye on the 3M. I'm going to put it up there instead of the CPRI. I'm pretty sure that's done. I don't see myself trading that really, guys. I mean, it's already doubled its average trading range at all of the support right here, so not really my cup of tea. And the SPY has been extremely choppy today, guys. I mean, look at this. Just back and forth, big top and tails, putting in some support. Not a whole lot of clear direction at the moment. I should have traded that Visa. If I would have got that Visa, I might have called it a day already. Not really, but I could have. Definitely could have. Guys, we do, like I said, we do have that jobs report coming out in about 4 minutes. So I wouldn't try to rush into anything right here. Just stay a little bit patient. Oh, sheesh. Let's check out the swing trades, I suppose. See if these are doing good. So MDB, we exited this today for a nice little gain. VNT's pulling in. Toast just hanging out. Frog looking higher. Dash. Oh man, this thing looked like it tagged me, didn't it? Looks like we got tagged out on Dash. But all my other trades are looking good though, so we'll be alright. Markets are stupid choppy right now, man. If we get a breakdown under 418, that'd be really nice. But even if I don't really have a long position that I'm really watching right now, so if you guys have any long ideas, you might guess, throw them up here. Love to see them. This Dow is another one that's looking weak again today. Not a ton of range left, but enough. BKNG. I think this one's hard to borrow. Yeah, hard to borrow on BKNG. EMR, maybe. Keep an eye on it. It's got a good range left. The volume is real thin on EMR, so be careful. Be careful with that thin volume. Get whipped around. I'm not seeing a whole lot else right now. 3M is still viable for a trade. Now that it's testing that VWAP again, if we're going to move back down to low of the day at 94, I do like that. The Citigroup isn't too bad, actually. Needs to get a little bit lower. I don't want to really take it above support, but we can keep an eye on the Citigroup, actually. Any other banking stocks doing anything? Yeah, we've all got a little bit of support. Wells Fargo is looking a little bit better, but again, it has support, so I don't know. Keep an eye on the Citigroup. Citigroup is the one I'm going to watch. If I'm watching any of the banking stocks short, it's going to be Citigroup. Looking at key, Casey. Let me take a peek here. I suppose you can watch this. Another one with real thin volume, so I don't know. Be careful. All right, let me check out this trade for you, Casey. Go back to my list. Don't see anything. Man, Twillo's just going beast mode today. It's absolutely on a tear. Lisa and yeah. So I don't see a whole lot from my list at the moment. Let me check out the key for you. Key, you're going short. Entry 960 to then here stop at 1003. Ooh. You sure that's a daily chart? That's like almost a 60-minute breakdown in a way. Do have a little bit of support at 960. Target 890. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I mean, it's kind of in the middle of the sell setup. There's a little bit of support there, but yeah, it's in the downtrend for sure. What is finance? So yeah, it's in that downtrend with a lot of the other banking stocks. So be careful. Oh, guys, it is 10 o'clock. We got the news. We got the news. And markets are breaking down. Should be good for the short positions here. Visa, guys. I guess it does have some room to drop. Guys, keep an eye on this Visa. $1.63 on the stop is a little bit wide. Probably go with $1, maybe a little more. And we keep an eye on the Visa short. Not the worst idea right now. What's MasterCard doing? And then Visa is a little bit spready. Not too bad, but just a little bit. Still watching the 3M short. Now that it's tested VWAP. If it comes all the way back down to the low of the day, I like it even more. Man, I really am tired today. I'm gonna blame it on. I really think it's the rain, guys. I really do. Like it is actually like gloomy. Like if I look down my hallway, it's like it looks like it's 10 o'clock at night. It's dark outside, a little chilly in the air. Guys, Visa V, be 216.89 by. I'll give it just over that whole number, 218.04. $1.15 on the stop. Need just under 216 on that. Keep an eye on it. So, I mean, it does have the range. It does have the range to get down there. There's really no support holding it up. My one concern is it's had a big move down. Like this first 1 hour bar is the average size bar is about $1.40. This bar is double that, so range is a bit of a concern here. It keeps going down though. We'll see. Yeah, not really. I feel like I'm chasing that if I would have gotten to that, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Just after missing that 1 minute sell setup, I just felt like it would have been a chase. I do like 3M though. Like I said, 3M still looking interesting. Under low of the day, 93.80, 94.57. It's got about 30 cents of range left. That would be. So you're going to need it to do a little more range than usual. But I mean, look at the void on this one. There's nothing there. Nothing there. It's just in a nice steady downtrend, not super extended on the daily or the hourly chart. I mean, the 3M is what I want to see. Give me that under low of the day, and I am there, in there like swimwear. Ooh, there goes Citigroup. Right down to that support, 43.88, man. Now Citigroup under low of the day. Watch that. This thing has over half its range left. Doing good volume. You give it a 51 cent stop. You go low of the day by high of the day, and that's still within range. So, ooh. Looks like that news didn't really shake up the markets too much, I guess. The jolts, numbers, whatever. Didn't really do too much for the markets. Old volume spike, bottoming tail. If anything, it looks like it's pushing the markets higher. What a boring day. We still got time. We still got about 30 minutes left before we're taking a trade, so we still got time. But man, right now it's a boring day. Should have had that Visa early. That's my one. I mean, that should have been. I should have had that. Should have had the +1R on Visa. I was chicken shit, scared myself out of it, but should have had that. Otherwise, I really haven't seen a whole lot. We could have been aggressive with the Twillo. This 1 minute breakout on Twillo, it was not too bad actually. Dollar stop loss, it's up $3. Not a bad 3-to-1 trade. Um, Oil stocks are just really chopping around, hanging out, not doing a whole lot at all. Visa's getting it going, getting it done. Like I said, probably would have gotten $1.20 on that stop loss, so you'd be down about, I don't know, fourth of an R. Because this 3M is still, like I said, very interesting. Want to see it down there low of the day. UA a little higher, NIM is chopping around. I don't see a whole lot right now for my list. Let's scroll through my backups, I suppose. You can watch CMCSA actually. That's not looking too bad. Under low of the day, watch the CMCSA. DVN. Guys, DVN is actually looking lower. Guys, DVN, like right here. What is it, 4609? Shit, it's going to go right here, guys. DVN. Right at support. Guys, watch DVN. I want to keep a very close eye on the DVN. Marvel. You might be able to watch Marvel as well. Breaking down under that area. So we can watch Marvel. I want to watch that and DVN. DVN is like top watch, actually. Top watch. It's the weakest oil stock I see right now. Exxon is hanging out. SLB's hanging out. CVX, same thing. So DVN's got the relative weakness that I like to see out of stocks. So watch this one short, guys. No real support holding it up. So keep an eye on this one. Under 46 bucks. Under 46. Watch that. 3M, another one looking interesting. Citigroup putting a little bottoming tail down there. So I'm gonna go. I need to rearrange this list a little bit. I'm putting Citigroup up here. Twillo, I'm probably not trading that. DVN, I want that one to be on my list as well. Not gonna be trading SoFi. AAL is not really doing much, but I really don't need anything else to be watched. CCL, man, or CL, C, I mean, Visa's grinding down. At 3M, guys, keep an eye on it. All right. This is an MRVL, so I'm gonna watch this one as well. Maybe we get like some sort of 5 minute sell setup or something. I'm interested in that. What I really want to do though is watch DVN. I want to see this thing. Give me a little bit of a breakdown right here, right at 46 bucks. 46 by 46.40. Easy stop. Plenty of range. Watch it. Markets are looking weak right now. SPY is at low of the day. Qs are coming down there. Watch it. I still do like Exxon under the 102 area as well. Under 102, it has a nice void down there. So, oh man, it's gonna be a few minutes before these trades actually form, though. We got a couple more minutes before we get any sort of breakdown. So maybe 43.90. This would probably be I don't think you really need a 50-cent stop loss. I mean, you definitely could. It has the range for it, but I just think that's kind of unnecessary. You'd probably go with just a 40-cent stop loss. I'm gonna give it a little bit of room. I don't want to be super tight and go with a 30-cent stop and get tagged out of this thing, but maybe even a 35. Just the one. Any levels on the 1 minute? Yeah, probably 40-cent stop loss would be plenty big on the Citigroup. So keep an eye on the Citigroup lower, under low of the day. It looks like Visa was a place to be today. Looks like Visa was a short place to be. So it would have been about $1 stop loss. Here down 62 cents. Not a crazy good start, but still not bad. Looking at Billy. Give me 1 sec. I want to keep a very close eye on a few of these. PVN, 3M, still bouncing. All right, I'll check this Billy, right? Billy Inc. So we got a short entry 1560. So you're getting in right here. Man, you got earnings tomorrow. I hope you realize that you do have earnings tomorrow. So I mean that could really send the stock up, down, sideways. Who knows? You have a nice short void. You got a void down to 1360. Yeah, I mean it's doing the right things underneath the moving averages and making lower lows, lower highs. So it is looking short, but just I mean earnings tomorrow that's tough to trade right into. So be mindful of that. Guys, Citigroup. I want to watch this thing. I don't want it to go right here. I want it to bounce at 43.90. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a 40-cent stop loss. I'm gonna go ahead and get an order ready for it. Go ahead and get an order ready for this thing. We need 43.50. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, just barely peekabooed at that 43.89. So not the end of the world. Still interested in it. Markets are still looking lower. I really would now that it did that. I'd really like to see it come back up to like VWAP and then roll back over. That would be like ideal situation. Is if Citigroup, because it really hasn't been tested too much. I mean, it dropped pretty heavy. It's just been grinding lower. If we came up, retested VWAP, and then rolled over again, that would just confirm the sellers are in control of this stock, giving a little bit higher odds on this trade working. So a little more confirmation would be great. If we don't get that, I don't know if I'm going to take it if we don't get it actually. I definitely need this bar to, at least this green bar needs to finish itself, or this pivot right there. That thing needs to at least close, and then I will place an order if it's still there. DVN is still hanging out, kind of bouncing here. Ooh. The MRVL is a little interesting too, guys. You can watch that. Three is getting me a little bit worrisome. I mean, it's putting some pretty consistent bottoming tails in this $94 area. So maybe we get a nice red bar down to this spot, but right now it's looking a little higher. I mean, Visa was the place to be. What was I thinking? 73 cents down. So yeah, 70. You wouldn't have been at target yet. Not yet, but it's getting there. Grinding lower for sure. There we go. This is what I kind of want to see Citigroup do, honestly. Like I said a minute ago, I'm not surprised or mad about this green bar at all, actually. I really want that to happen. Yeah, so watch Citigroup under low of the day. That's my top idea at the moment. It's my top idea. Spine cues both are at low today, both looking very weak. Both looking pretty weak here. Honestly, we're down a pretty good amount to the point where bounce is almost in the works. So I might wait for a little bit better market timing for a short idea. If the spine cues are ready to bounce, then I mean that usually creates a bounce on everything else. So I might wait just a little bit. I got my eye on the Citigroup. SoFi. That's a tough SoFi buy setup. A very, very tough buy setup. I mean, you are pulling back right to an area of support, but I mean, this thing's doubled its average range today. So how much more does it have left in it? I mean, stocks can't just run forever. Contrary to popular belief, stocks do not just go up. They gotta rest. They gotta consolidate. They gotta correct. Oh man, that Citigroup still looking pretty solid. I like the City. That's my top watch for sure. Citigroup. I'm watching the 3M still. Not as big of a fan of that. Got an eye on the DVN. DVN actually is one of the better looking ideas here. 46.02. Probably just give it a 40-cent stop loss. 46.42. Watch DVN. Watch Citigroup. Going to be using a 40-cent stop on both of those stocks. Oh man. Man. You guys take any trades today? I guess if I really wanted to be aggressive, I definitely could have had a few trades. Definitely could have had a few. It's kind of on me that I'm sitting on my hands. It's not really a market where it's just absolutely, utterly trash. It's a little bit of fear of loss from my end, but definitely seen worse. That volume spike right here at 46.05 or whatever is pretty gnarly there. So I'd really like to see it come down there, rest a little bit, and then go. Citigroup is trying to move higher right now, so yeah, we're gonna need some sort of topping tail. This thing comes up here, puts a topping tail in, and comes right back down to the low. I'm gonna watch it very closely for that. Dude, the spine Q's really just rolling over right here. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Q's all the way back down towards low of the day. Really not a whole lot, guys. Not gonna lie. There were some early trades we could have taken. Since the first 15 minutes, I haven't seen anything. You're watching Win, Casey? Let's check it out. Oh, man. CVX looking a little higher, maybe. All right. Yeah, so really top three watches are still just DVN, Citigroup, and 3M. Citigroup's doing a decent job here. The 3M is as well. I really wish this breakdown was a little bit cleaner. All these pivots were at the same level and be a lot nicer. Alright. Let me check this win for you, Casey. Let me check this thing. Short entry, 96. Even in right here. Stop loss, 99. So not a huge stop loss. A little bit of room. It is in that nice, very early stage 4. After the stage 2, stage 3, so now in that stage 4. Target down to 92. I like the target. Should be pretty easy to get to. Yeah. Nice consolidation there. So maybe a little bit extended, but not too bad. Should have pretty easy room down to that $92 area. Right at that. I guess it's right at a 50% retracement right now, but should be able to get down there, I think. Go to that. If it touches the moving average, that's below target, so yeah, you should be good there. Guys, still watching DVN. Under low of the day. Devon Energy Corporation. 46.02. Like I said, 40 cent stop loss, 46.42. Oh, but I'll probably be on here for another 10, maybe 15 minutes or so. Like I said, I am bored, tired. I feel like I've yawned more times this today than I have all month. What a way to end the month. How did you guys' month go? Good, bad, ugly, fantastic? Mine actually was far up on this month. So, what do you guys? Do you guys track your stats in R units? Does anybody do that? Anybody familiar with the concept at all, even? I love it. I'm up 5.34 R. Just makes scaling stuff very, very easy. Visa. Visa V down 73 cents still. Alright, guys. Citigroup is one I'm getting ready for an order on, actually. 43.89 by 40 cent stop loss. Getting tempted on the Visa, or not Visa, Citigroup. They still got plenty of range left. Markets are looking weak. I really wish the markets would slow down because they're down quite a few red bars in a row now, which is making me think they're due for a bounce soon. SPY's right at that 417 area. Qs are coming up into the 347.50. So I'm gonna wait for at least this bar to complete itself. At least one more minute before I enter this order. Now, they might make this like a 35 cent stop too. I don't know if I need all the way up here at 44.29. That just seems excessive. I don't want to go too tight. I could really go there. 30 cent stop loss. Bring it down to I'm gonna go 35. I'm gonna go 35 cent stop loss. 35 cents. We're gonna need just a little bit more, less. I mean, all right. All right, we got about 4 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and send this order on Citigroup 43.89. 43.89 by 44.24. Citigroup short 43.89 by 44.24. Order is in there. A 5-minute breakdown pattern. I'm still watching the 3M as well. They can get a little bit lower there, maybe. Ooh, man. All right. So orders in there on Citigroup. Markets continue heading lower. Still watching the DVN. Still got an eye on this DVN. It's at 46.02. This one would be a 40-cent stop loss. All right, guys, we are in the Citigroup. Did we get slippage? Doesn't look like we got slippage. Actually, we did get slippage. How? Oh, God, this happens more often than it should. I got filled at 43.88. The low of this bar, you can see the low right up there, 43.89. The low at 43.89. How am I getting filled at 43.88, man? Ooh, the dark pools or some BS like that. Man, that stuff is annoying. Just very annoying. Like, it doesn't make a big difference, but it's just so annoying. Like, how are you gonna fill me below the low of the day? Sometimes, man, the way this world works just drives me nuts. People just weren't so damn greedy. People just weren't so damn greedy, bro. Oh my gosh. Greed is really what kills people, kills society, man. Everybody's so greedy nowadays. And the thing really just triggered us in on the penny. On the penny, at the penny. I'm gonna lower this down just a little bit. A little bit of protection there. So instead of a full R, we are about 0.85 R. So not a full R risk there. Alright. Still watching that DVN, still watching the 3M as well, guys. Still liking these for short plays. 93.80 on 3M by 75 cent stop loss there. So we would need 93.05, which is in the wheelhouse. A little bit extended down there, but in the wheelhouse nonetheless. Keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye on DVN as well. I like how weak that's going right now. Like I said a minute ago, I am a little bit hesitant about this going short here, though. Markets are down a good amount. Pretty solid amount on the SPYs and the Qs, so expecting a little bit of a bounce here. Expecting a little bounce. Got his 3M, though. Watch this. This one I'm pretty tempted on, actually. Average range ratio is pretty good. I mean, this thing does do some pretty decent sized days. 283, 230. So I would need about 75 cents on that. Something. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair. So yeah, watch this. Under low of the day, 75 cent stop on 3M. Actually about to get this order ready. So 93.80 by 94.50. Oh, that's not it. We'll need it. Alright. Give this thing a little bit of room here. Got an order ready on the 3M, not in there just yet. About to get my order in there though. Probably sneak in a little early at 93.90 if you really wanted to, but I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that order in there. 3M 93.80 by 94.55. 3M 93.80 by 94.55. Again, my biggest concern is the markets. My biggest concern is the markets and getting peekabooed in and then markets bounce. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. Man, this Citigroup breakdown is looking even better, honestly. Now that it completed that 5 minute, we got like multiple bars down here at low of the day. We get under this support, we should see a drop. I mean, this isn't a pretty heavy area of support. We bounced here a couple times last Thursday, so yeah, no surprise it's struggling to get through that area. There's definitely some buyers down there. But we got the order on 3M. Has not triggered us in just yet. Honestly, like I said, I would rather this not trigger us in. We're getting a little bounce on the spine of the Qs. So we're getting a little bottoming tails. We're getting some green bars here. So this is kind of what I want to see. I don't want to be triggered in just yet. Just hang out, let the SPY catch its breath, and then we can go another leg lower. And like I said, I'm still watching the DVN as well. I'm a little bit hesitant to go all in with 3 short ideas, especially when I don't have a whole lot protected. So I'm going to be patient about that, but keep an eye on this DVN. This is the only other idea that really is on my radar. This is just a nice little trade there. SoFi with a buy setup. I mean, it was there. If you liked it, it was aggressive. We gave it, I don't know, it's up 15 cents. Probably would have to give it at least 20 to be safe. Looking at LR. We'll check it out in just a second here. All right. So yeah, I don't see anything else except for the DVN. So watch DVN, guys. We are in 3M. So we got in 3M. Of course, we got a little bit of slippage. Can't go without slippage. Did that one actually go there though? Like I filled at 93.78, and dude, huh? How does this happen? Ooh, another one. Low is 93.70 or 93.80. I got filled at 93.78. Please tell me how. Please tell me how that's that's so annoying. So annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and lower this down just a little bit. Stop loss. Oh, man, that's annoying. Whatever. It is what it is. Let me check out your LR, Casey. LR. Let's see here. You're going LR. What does that do? That's just popping up. LRND. I type in LR, hit enter. It's not trade. Oh, it's a Euro stock. So I don't even know if it's not tradable on mine, and the data is delayed a little bit. So I mean, I don't exactly have a whole lot, and this isn't even the right one. Is LR? Is that what you're meant to type in here? LRN maybe? No. I don't know if that's the right ticker, Casey. LR. Canadian stock maybe? No. I'm not sure about that LR, man. Is that the right ticker? Actually, it's not popping up for me. It's saying it's a Euro stock. SPY's continuing to grind down. EL. All right, that makes sense. EL, Estee Lauder. All right. No worries at all. So you're getting in down here. Ooh. Look at that. Stage 4. Got a nice void lower. I like that so far. You're getting in at 184. So getting in right here. Stop loss 215. Ooh, so you got a wide stop loss. I think you can tighten this up a little bit, at least to like 210, maybe even like 200, 205. I mean, your target's going to be down there a ways, isn't it? Yeah, 120. So, yeah, that target's a little bit far away from me. I mean, it's got the void, but I think 140 is going to be the max target you want on this thing. Maybe sell half at like 160, but 120, that's a long ways down there. So you might be in that one for a while. I'd say 140 or 160 should be your target. 140 would be the max target I use. So if you did that, you have about $20 to play with. So yeah, you can put a stop right around the 2205 area. Not a bad idea there. But yeah, definitely got the void lower. Definitely in the nice downtrend. Just a little bit wide on that stop loss. That's my only critique I'd have on that. All right, so Citigroup is hanging out, chopping around. Again, it's honestly getting better and better. So I mean, we just need that breakdown. Once this thing breaks down under this support, we're gonna be in for a ride. Looks like 3M's off to a decent little start. Nothing special. Nothing special. We'd really like to see some more wide range red bars out of it. Markets are still in that bouncing phase though. They're still down at a little bit of support on the SPY and the Qs. Really, actually, we're not in a whole lot of support. There's not really any 15-period moving average, maybe. But there really isn't great support area. 417, a little hiccup here, but we should have room lower, honestly, on these, on both of these. Yeah, Q's kind of just bouncing a bit of a random area, maybe under 347. A little bit of a resistance slash support, but not really. Very minor support slash resistance. So we definitely have room to drop on both of these things. Ooh, I'm probably gonna be calling it a day here soon, guys. It's already 10:37, so I will be off here in about 5 minutes or so. So if you guys have any last minute questions or comments, make sure you throw them out there. If you want to help me out, you can hit the little rocket boost in the top right corner of the screen. Always a helpful addition to the stream. Get some more views on here, get some more people interested. So appreciate that. If you guys are not already in the Lang Trading Discord, make sure you check that out. It is free to join. Got some great resources in there. I will be live in that voice channel right when I get off of here. So if you want to chat it up, ask some more in-depth questions, make sure you join that. Check it out. Getting a little breakdown on the Citigroup. Nice, nice. Maybe we'll finally get a move lower. 3M making a move lower as well. So hopefully that just keeps grinding on down. Give me 1 second here. All right, guys, I'm going to be getting off in just a few minutes here. I got to get going here. I'll look at this for you, KC 3M, and then I'm going to get going, okay? Entry 93.50. I like it. I like it. Stop loss 96.30. So a little bit tight on the stop, but not bad. Definitely has the range down to your target. No support holding it up, so I like it quite a bit. Hopefully it gets there today. That'd be cool. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. So just the two trades for me today, Citigroup and 3M. Both of them have almost full risk, so a little bit of risk out there on the table. I will update the Discord with how these trades go, how my management is and everything. So make sure you check that out. And with that, I'm going to call it a day, guys. So we'll be back here tomorrow morning, 9:20 Eastern time, ready to rock and roll and get back after it. So take care until then, and I will see you guys tomorrow or in the Discord.